choices are made based on lifestyles, right? So you've got people that have kids, you have people that have pets. What's your recommendation for people in those certain positions? Like if somebody's got 2 big dogs, what are you going to guide them to?
Either one of these.
I would probably say one of these. Or this one, these
Sure.
3.
Hi, thanks for tuning in to another ACO Designer Chat. My name is Mia Farrell. I'm a designer at ACO, and I'm here to help you love where you live. And I am joined again today by some guys that do the very same thing, focus more on flooring. And we talked last time about hard surfaces, but we're going to talk a little bit today about something a little more cozy. We're going to talk about carpet. Thanks for being here, guys.
You're welcome.
Very excited to talk about carpet.
Carpet.
Yeah. There's a lot of options, right? Obviously by what's in front of us. So Todd, tell us a little bit about what people are really into regarding carpet.
Well, to get what they're into, you kind of got to explain the differences.
Sure.
And so you have your basic plush carpet that everybody's familiar with. This is a tonal, which is a plush carpet with a slight bit of white in it, a two-tone, and a pattern piece. I would say for me personally, I do a lot of the tonal and two-toned. Helps hide stains, helps hide wear if you got kids, stuff like that. And then personally, choice, I really like the pattern pieces. They do the same thing, helps hide stuff, kind of a classy look to it.
Yeah.
Usually very short surface, so it also hides wear and tear and stuff like that. But
This is a beautiful pattern.
and that's a beautiful pattern. I've seen this down. And so it's going to be different for every person and probably every store or something like that. But like I said, these 3 are pretty much dominate my.
Sure.
I don't know
not
what.
so much the solid plush
Not as
these
much
days.
the solid.
What are you
What
guys
about you
seeing?
guys? Yeah.
Selling a lot of the two-tones.
Yep.
And multi-tones as well. Like Todd said, I mean, it does go a long way to, covering up things. If you got kids or pets or something like that. But I mean, the classic solid color I sell a lot of as well. Probably not selling as much of the pattern pieces
Sure.
as Todd does. But the two-tones and the multi-tonal.
I'm going to kind of parrot that also. I mean, it really depends on the lifestyle of the home. And so, if somebody has, like Todd said, if they have more traffic in their house, this is going to it's going to hold up great over time. It's a low cut pile. It's just going to wear tremendously. And then you have, these are going to just hide dirt. This is going to be easier to clean. The thicker the carpet, harder it is to vacuum, but the more comfortable it is. So there's pros and cons, both directions with pretty much everything you pick.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit last time when we were talking about hard surfaces. We talked about how it's still kind of popular to have some variation in the color, and you obviously get that with something like this.
Same thing in carpet, yeah.
So you can kind of pull out some of the colors in it, in your decor, and really work with some of that.
Paint colors and furniture.
As we talked about hardwood was going to the light browns, I think we mentioned in that segment, I still get a lot of people who want to lean towards gray on the carpet side of it.
Sure.
On the hard surface, none, but on the carpet, a lot of grays.
Yeah.
I don't think gray has ever been real trendy as far as carpet goes. It just seems like my whole career.
I've always
sold
some
gray.
form of gray.
That's true.
Sometimes. It's not as trendy, I believe, as the trend in hard surfaces.
Which has been like 20 years, right?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's a good testament that it's not going to go out of stock.
I'm not selling blues and reds anymore. I'm still selling some grays.
Gray is still hanging around, holding
still
strong.
hanging in there.
They're taking out reds and blues, though.
Yeah. If you look at this one, it's gray, as you look at it, but it's not as cool of a gray. It's a little bit warmer of a gray, which is kind of what we're seeing more on the cabinet side of things too.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe if we are going gray, maybe it's not.
I'm seeing more of that as well with going with the two-tone to contrast the off-white walls or whatnot.
Yep.
But the lighter the gray you go, the less married you are to gray. If you were to repaint or get new furniture or something like that, it still functions well with it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. No matter what the case, replacing your carpet or even hard surfaces for that matter will completely transform the look of your space.
And I still get asked why go with carpet.
Yeah.
And there are definite advantages to it. Besides, first of all, I mean, price is a little bit less, a little more economical to replace your room in carpet. Carpet is also warmer. Temperature-wise, it's warmer.
Yep.
It's also a warmer look, like a warmer, cozier look.
Yeah.
And it's also a lot quieter. It just deadens the sound. I mean, take it from me, I have a TV in a room with hard surface, and there's a lot more echoing than it has with the carpet down. So there are definitely some advantages. It's On stairs, it's softer if you fell. Stuff like that. But there's
Which
still,
I'm known to do.
Yeah, so there's still advantages of carpet. It's not like, oh, why not just put hard surface everywhere?
Sure,
So,
sure. We
I
do
find
see
that's
a
why-
lot of that though, like, taking one main level of flooring and coming in with one flooring type throughout the entire main floor. So you have less transitions.
Yes.
And so we do see a lot of hard surfaces going throughout main floors. And in those cases, maybe the living room is still carpet. And maybe
sometimes,
it's
or
one room, or maybe just a nice...
or TV room that they watch
Yeah.
TV, have a carpet in to make it a little softer.
Yeah, or a nice big area rug, right? We can make rugs out of
Mm-hmm.
any of our carpets, just binding the edges, so you can still get that softness.
Just like
but,
this little thing here.
Yeah,
put a
just
little
like
bind on
that.
it.
Just like that.
But bedrooms are still
Yep.
done, I'd say 9% of the time,
Yeah.
especially if they're on the second floor,
Totally.
done in carpet. So carpet's still definitely in there. Theater rooms are always done in carpet.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
To deaden the sound.
Yeah. So in the times that we live in right now, we see a lot of delays. Are we seeing the same kind of thing in the world of carpet?
Not as much because it's all made here.
Yeah, that's
so
great.
So if it's in stock, we usually can get it about a week and a half to 2 weeks, and we're usually about a week and a half to 2 weeks out. It's about 4 weeks.
Perfect.
But that comes with a caveat. If it's not in stock, I would pick something else out.
There's always some fine print there,
Yes,
Todd.
if it is not in stock, because what happens? They say they're going to make it February 15th, February 13th, or before that, you call the client and say yes, they're going to make it on the 15th. We'll probably get it by the 25th or something. They are cool. Well, on the 14th, we get an email saying they're not going to make it till March 5th.
Yeah.
And on March 4th, we get one saying they're going to make it March
Right, yep.
25th. Sometimes they just keep bouncing that down the line. So.
Yeah.
I don't know about these two, but usually if it's not in stock, I usually call them back and just say, look, in these times, I don't know when it's going to be made.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. I know you've been waiting 10 or 15 years to do this, and who cares? Wait a few more months.
Sure.
But if you want to do something quicker, we should probably
Let's
change
find
color.
something in stock.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys agree? You seeing the same thing?
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah. I give people options whenever something is out of stock.
Sure, yeah.
Like Todd said, if you've been waiting, a year to do this anyway. Why not wait 6 more months to get it in stock?
Get what you really want as
right.
opposed to making a reselection.
Exactly.
Right.
And another option could be we have with each one of these carpets, you have many different colors. Like on the back side of this board, you have all these different colors in this. You may go a shade different
Oh,
if
yeah.
you really
Uh-huh.
love this pattern.
Is there that much difference between these two?
Right.
Right. That's a good call. That's a
Yep.
good call.
Yep.
So, as with most things, a lot of choices are made based on lifestyles, right? So you've got people that have kids, you have people that have pets. What's your recommendation for people in those certain positions? Like if somebody's got 2 big dogs, what are you going to guide them to?
Either one of these.
I would probably say one of these. Or this one, these
Sure.
three.
Not this guy?
Well, I mean, if something
This is-
happens in the middle of
that's
that,
a
it's gonna-
risky choice.
So what
Yeah.
shade you would pick out on
I
that?
guess if you went really dark.
Sure.
I would just tell people, I also ask them, do you eat and drink on these things?
Right. Good question.
Is your dog trained? Do you take your shoes off?
Yeah.
You wipe your dog's feet when they come in? I mean, if you say, yes, we eat and drink out there. No, we don't take our shoes off. No, we don't wipe, I'd be thinking a really dark, multicolored carpet.
Yeah.
If you don't eat and drink in there, you take your shoes off, you vacuum a lot, you take care of your stuff, you can go pretty light carpet and stuff
Yeah.
like that and still get away with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as animals, you got to think about their nails.
Yep.
And so when they're running through the house, our dogs, we call them the zoomies. They run around the
Yeah.
house. And so, like this one what makes this pattern is what's called a loop and a cut. And so this loop can get snagged on
Yep.
their nails. And so there are carpets that are full loop.
Yeah.
I try to steer away from those if
Risky
they have
move.
a lot of dogs.
That's like the old Berber. The old Berber carpet had those issues. They're big
Right.
loops, easy to snag.
Yep.
These are very, very small and tight and pull
Highly
very, very
unlikely.
close. Very hard to snag these. Those big Berber loops, that's why we pretty much stopped selling Berber. I mean, they had that issue all the time.
Yeah. If
They're
we're
also a lot
talking-
rougher too.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. But if we're talking cat claws, I mean, those are the kinds of things that you put down and the cats are like, oh, thank you, this is for me. And then
Yeah.
they just totally rip it up.
Exactly.
Take them out on purpose.
Yeah. But that's what you guys are here for, to help guide people to the right selection for their home, whether it be the color, whether it be the pattern in it. So anytime you're thinking that you want to update your flooring to get that nice transformation, you know where to find us online at liveaco.com. And tune in next time for another designer chat. That was great, guys.
Peace out.